Welcome everyone. In this video we'll discuss about refactoring. So what is refactoring? It's changing code, but not just that. Refactoring means a change made to the internal structure of software to make it easier to understand and cheaper to modify without changing its observable behavior. The last part is the most important, without changing its observable behavior. So if you're implementing a new feature and refactoring it at the same time, the behavior will change. So that's why you should do these two activities separately, refactor first, and then implement something new. So why we change the internal structure of our code anyway? First, we have duplicated code accumulates, logic becomes more complex, code becomes more difficult to understand. All of these things are called debt. And what happens if you don't remove it? The speed of development goes from fast to slow to even slower. By the way, why the technical debt appears? The number one reason for this is that people don't have enough experience. No one starts out there as a senior developer, so poor quality will be written as long as new people are entering this profession, at least until artificial intelligence replaces all of us, and that's not going to happen soon. Also, lazy coding is a major factor. There is a lot of people that have the skill and the knowledge but have no motivation to do the job right or had other reasons. Finally, time pressure. No matter how a knowledgeable person is, sometimes the following conversation happens between a developer and the manager. Hey, can you deliver this feature today? Yes, right, answers the developer. And so you are forced to bypass quality in order to develop something really quick. So how can we remove this technical debt? With refactoring, in order to make it easier and faster to add code or change existing code and make our own life easier. So the last question is, when should we do refactoring? The answer is continuously. Every change you commit, it's probably an opportunity to make at least a minor improvement. You may have heard of the Boy Scout rule, which says, leave the campground cleaner than you found it. So the very same rule can be applied to code, leave the code better than you found it. Last but not least, is there such a time we should not refactor? Yes, there is. When current code doesn't work, you shouldn't refactor. You will have a hard time understanding if your changes affect the main functionalities. You want to be sure that everything works. Make a small change, run your unit or other tests, and you should have them, and after that you can move to the next small change. Obviously, if you need to meet a deadline, you have to prioritize that, and if you create a technical debt because of that, you should repair it. And finally, avoid gold plating. I mean that if your code is in a good shape and flexible enough and works fine, then don't spend time over optimizing it. To quote Joshua Karyevsky, business is well served by continuous refactoring, yet the practice of refactoring must coexist harmoniously with business priorities. In other words, very few are going to be impressed if you fail to deliver something because you prioritize to make your code prettier. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.